Hello there, good evening everybody, and welcome to another video by me, Mr. Drone. You'll see I am just up in my studio at the moment this evening. It is Thursday the 14th of March 2024. I'm pretty sure it's the 14th. I should know the date by now, it's late in the day. But anyway, I'm going to put together now a video containing a lot of still shots of the Everton Stadium down at Bramley Dock again. All of these were provided to me by David Badcock, once again, who's provided me with a lot of things like this. He's put together a lot of still shots based on my latest video and given us a lot of text. These are all based on the West Stand and what we will expect to see going on at the West Stand, giving us a lot of information about it. So yeah, and I'll bring that information to you. So yeah, I just want to say that David's asked me to mention that he doesn't work on site. He doesn't regard himself as an expert, but he just uses his experience, knowledge he's picked up to put these things together for us, and based on the plans and that he's read. Okay, so he just wanted me to put that out there. Anyway, let's get to these screenshots and texting and look at this. There's a lot of good information in these, and I'll just read through them. Okay, here we go. This is the West Stand. Let's go for it. Okay, so here's the first screenshot of the West Stand, where the note in the top corner, top yellow box, does say that the following series of screenshots all use this still shot taken from Mr. Drone's most recent weekend full fly around. It looks northwards from the southwest corner of the site and shows from left to right. 1, in orange, the west quayside, that's within the orange border. 2, the future water channel in the blue border. And 3, the West Plaza and Concourse, which includes the terraces and the mezzanine, officially called the West Stand Terrace Level 1, and that is within the green border to the right next to the stadium itself. In the red box across the middle, it says the next shot and its detail may take some time to absorb, so there will be no text on the shot. It will allow you to refer back to it later at leisure and without further distractions. So let's just have a little look at that now. Okay, and I just left that there for you to have a little look at with no text, as the earlier one said, just to let you have a look at it with no text on, so have a good look at the picture itself. So this one, top left corner in the blue box, says, please remember that this is an approximate visualization constructed without the use of accurate gadgets or software and is based on the final plans from September 2020, documents and drawings with applied analysis, interpretation and a little associated knowledge. Having said that, the following shots will focus on individual components or areas of this construct. Okay, and here you have the mezzanine area highlighted in yellow with the bold text saying, the walls at either end of the mezzanine will have anodized solid black aluminium panelling on their outer facades that will match the theme of the sides to the portals and in between the brick facades of the stadium. In the panorama shot, they are shown as dark grey because using black was too dominant on the shot. Okay, next up we have the steps area highlighted in green here with text saying the Western Terracing has been discussed at length and most people know of its construction parts. The concrete terraces are to provide a facility for people to sit or stand and take in the view, or to greet the players' coaches which will arrive from the north. There are a number of flights of steps up the terraces on either side of each of the 3 portals/tunnels, 3 by 2. 2 flights which align with the left and right doors of the main West Stand portal, and then 2 small flights to the first terrace, roughly in the middle of the side cheek diagonal brick-faced walls. Just inside the terrace portals/tunnels under level 1, There will be sliding barrier doors for closing off the entrances when high winds prevail. Okay, moving back up to the top platform. This says the so-called mezzanine, officially called the West Terrace Level 1, is highlighted here in yellow. If you look closely at the current footage, you can see that the top riser of the terracing actually stops above the level of the current filled concrete cover of the mezzanine. This is because there is another layer to be added on top of the concrete, as we shall see in the next screenshot. And moving on to that next screenshot here, you will see a image there to the top left, and the text saying the Western Terrace Level 1 materiality is described as being new granite flags with cropped edges and widened joints. And as I said at the beginning, there's an image of it there, top left. Okay, moving on, we're going down a little bit here. The Western Concourse comprises lots of different features, so they will be focused on in smaller parts in the following screenshots. Here, the parts of the concourse that are either not terrace or under the terrace and mezzanine are highlighted in gold. Okay, this one says the old dock gates will be retained as a static feature at both ends of the water channel and those just inside Nelson Dock. The water channel and under the bridges will not be navigable, okay, but the water will be connected by pipes, the tops of which will just show above water level so that water flows. Navigable is a new word to me. Okay, here we have the old Bramley dock granite coping stones will remain in place. And there's an image showing above it there, as you can see. Currently, the southern curved dock wall is open to view, whereas the northern end is covered by sand for protection from heavy traffic. To the inside of the curve, the coping stones will have a track of reclaimed granite sets, as can already be seen alongside the heritage rails on the East Plaza. The dock walls and granite coping stones on the other side of the water channel, most of which are difficult to see right now, as most of it is still covered by sand, will also be lined with a granite set track. These areas of the concourse will continue round from the northern and southern concourses with the light coloured multi-toned new granite sets. The trees will be in strips of different wide capped granite sets, much like those to be laid on the mezzanine. Okay, this area of the Western Concourse, which would have been water of course, will be laid with differently toned grey, blue, naturally coated concrete flags, as can be seen in a small trial area on the Eastern Plaza. Yes, we've looked at that recently, the small trial area. In my video just this week, earlier this week, that came out on Tuesday, you'll be able to see that small trial area. Okay, described in the plans as the lower promenade, this area comprises of the following. In the red, highlighted in red, are coloured concrete terrace-like seats with some handrails. In the green, a set of central concrete steps in front of the central Western Terrace portal / tunnel. In the purple are two sets of concrete steps at the very ends of the lower promenade towards the dock walls, and in the light blue are two sloping ramps down through the lower promenade seating. And finally, the last main area of the western concourse and the lower promenade is an area of composite decking. There will be a dock edge balustrade along its water edge. This type of dock edge balustrade will be found at all water edges. The first stretch has already been installed along the eastern half of the southern concourse near the Nelson dock walls. The top rail of the balustrade has a leech design cut into it, as can be seen from the accompanying diagram. Okay, moving on from that, we have the West Quay, which lies to the west of the water channel, up to the Mersey wall, which rises above it. Although there are stairs to the top of the wall, access will be denied by gates. The areas demarked here in grey are where VIP, disabled cars, only 50 spaces, and or broadcaster vans may park or drive around, with a grey/blue asphalt for the spaces and natural coloured asphalt for the driveways. The areas shown in beige are where people can expect to walk in the car park along or enjoy the water channel side, where there will be benches and historic features such as capstans, as will be found around the site. Okay, a lot of colour and text on this one. We'll start with the green, top left. The green area is where, from the day before the match, nearly half the car park will be reassigned for broadcasters' vans and equipment, which will connect up with the facilities of the DNOC. Some still call it the media complex. Moving just to the right of that in the orange, it says on match days and other days, the orange area is where the pitch lights will be parked. And moving to the bottom, the pink area is maintained as car parking at all times. On non-match days, there are 71 standard bays, 52 accessible bays, 24 electric charging bays, 2 accessible charging bays, and 4 motorbike bays. On match days, however, when the green area is reassigned, there are 25 standard bays, 52 accessible bays, 6 electric bays, 2 accessible bays, and 4 motorbike bays. Okay, moving on now to the water channel, which says the water channel will have an average water level that is about 3.8 metres above sea level and 1.3 metres lower than the leading edge of the wood effect composite decking on the lower promenade. The new wall under the lower promenade will comprise a secant pile wall. See the accompanying example photo above. The water channel will not be navigable, but the water will link with the other docks through pipes that will just show above the normal water level so that there is flow. Okay, so this concludes the study and some explanations of what will be happening on the west side of the site. For this basic form of presentation, it's not possible to include all the details of the lamp masts, lighting, benches and historic assets placed around the area. Whether they become a reality or not, the plans indicate that the numerous and various benches will have slogans etched, carved or set into them, such as the People's Club and Nil Satis Nisi Optimum. Okay, there you go. That was a lot of information based on that West Stand Plaza. Wasn't it? Just so much to take in there, even when I'm reading through it. I learned a new word as well, as you'd have noticed. I learned a new word, navigable, if that's how it's pronounced. But yeah, every day's a school day. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. Lots of info on the West Stand. Like I say, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm sure we all appreciate the work and time that David puts into it and putting them together. And I really appreciate it because obviously he puts them together, sends them over to me and says to me, feel free to share these, which is great for me and my channel. But it's really good to bring the info out there because I think we all really appreciate it, don't we? So once again, thank you to David. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share and subscribe. Hit that button down below. our team, Everton, I've got a 2-week break now. Bit of respite for us, eh? But yeah, 2-week break until we play Bournemouth, is it? In a couple of weeks, I think it is. Yeah. So they done good for us last night, though, didn't they? Thought it was looking a bit bad. Luton being 3-0 up at half time, but the Cherries come back and done us a solid there. So yeah, anyway, we've got to do the job ourselves, I think. But yeah, guys, if you like the video, please like, share, subscribe, hit that button for me. Keep an eye out for lots of videos coming. Got lots of things planned, and my weekend fly round of the Everton Stadium, Bramley Dock will be out this weekend at some point too. Just depends on the weather, but I'll get there and get a video out as soon as I can, okay? Thank you very much. Like, share, subscribe. Take care. Bye now.